Weather coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Well, this same time, the past few nights, we've still been seeing a little bit of activity across the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network, but it's finally all quiet from west to east across North Alabama, and we expect it to stay that way for at least the next several days. Let's go ahead and take you from site by site here all across North Alabama. We'll go to our Muscle Shoals radar. Nice, quiet picture. Those live real-time scans giving us exactly that image that we want to see, a break from the rain and a break from the storm. Same thing goes for Decatur minute-by-minute scans, not showing anything. And of course, it's more of the same for our Guntersville radar site. So tonight, we're down to 67 degrees at your forecast low, a little bit cooler than the past few nights, and it's going to feel a little bit nicer because the humidity is a little bit lower. It stays mostly clear, wind out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's going to really play a role in keeping that cooler air filtering into North Alabama and keeping the drier air moving in as well. So here's where we stand as far as forecast temperatures all the way through tomorrow. Take it to 6 a.m. Notice temperatures upper 60s, lower 70s, about that forecast low by the time you wake up tomorrow. And as we go through the day, here's 2:30. Notice that the temperatures range anywhere from the lower 80s in spots like Fayetteville and Fort Payne to 87 degrees in Florence. I expect our highs to be mid to upper 80s tomorrow afternoon. And then as we go through the evening hours, all the way into early Wednesday morning, look at this. We actually have another cold front coming through tomorrow, and that's going to continue bringing in the drier air and the cooler air. And by Wednesday morning, we're waking up to temperatures well below average, upper 50s on the cooler side of things. I got your forecast lows, though, in the lower 60s, but some of us will be as cool as the 50s. And then as we go through Wednesday afternoon, all the way through Wednesday evening, and this time Wednesday night, we're right back down into the upper 60s and lower 70s, much cooler than where we are right now. And I keep talking about how it's going to feel better. Look at all that warm, muggy air that we've been dealing with through the weekend. I mean, there were times when it seems like you could just cut that air with a knife over the weekend. And as we go through the next couple of days, we're finally saying goodbye to that. Notice the drier air that continues to filter in through tomorrow night into Wednesday. This is something that we don't see that often in mid-June in North Alabama, so enjoy it while we've got it, because all things change, when it comes to the weather, especially this time of year when we're talking about tropics. So let's talk about the Bay of Campeche here. There's not much showing up still, but this is the most recent update from the National Hurricane Center that came down at 8 o'clock. And you'll see that as we go through the rest of this week, for the next 5 days, that's a 70% chance of tropical development. Those thunderstorms that don't look like much right now will continue to organize as that system tracks toward the north. And eventually, that may be something that we'll have to be concerned with. This is the most recent update with this particular data source. And for the most part, what I see is a lot of rain along the Gulf Coast here. There's going to be a cold front tracking out of the northwest, and depending on when these two systems start to interact, if that cold front comes down our way a little bit sooner, it can keep the bulk of that rain just off to our south. So we'll have to keep a very close eye on this forecast, because if you got outdoor plans for Father's Day or Father's Day weekend, this is something that you're going to need to be aware of when it comes to rain being a factor. Notice that for the next few days, we just keep the sunshine temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. It's a 30% chance for a few thunderstorms Saturday. I've got your rain chance at 40% right now on Sunday, but just know that that can be changing depending on where that exact track of the low goes over the next few days.